How's it going, everybody? Wanted to talk about the Alpha Cohort Week 5, video number 1. Things that I've fallen in love with, being products, services, or personalities. And so we're going to keep this down a little, not too involved, but we'll start with product. So a big product, which is actually multiples of products, are all done by Peter and John, which, as we all know, as the pub, Discord, and the group like that. They're just outstanding products. You can find pricing on coins, information on coins, anything on coins. You have a community on coins. There's just endless information, knowledge, community, people willing to help you out, people showing you the ropes on anything. And there's just, you cannot not find something to do on there. There's just so much information that I was spending, multiple hours a day reading things, and I couldn't even keep up in one thread. There was so much information. So that is a huge product that I've fallen in love with, that those guys have done, which I'll also tie in personality with that as well. With the product. So personality wise, like Grilling with Guns said, besides our wives, because we love our wives, of course we do, but other personalities that we've fallen in love with, one goes with the product. And for me, that's you guys, the pub, the Discord chat, the people that I get to talk to every day. It's really reassuring to know that people are sitting here spending their time working, watching your stuff, working as hard as you are, just trying to come out with all these different ideas and try to build on other people's ideas. So if I have, an idea for something, but I don't know how to execute it, you guys are more than likely to sit there and say, hey, have you tried this product? Have you tried doing this? Or did you use this program? How did you like this? Did you try talking about this? So there's multiple different things that you guys have really stepped up, gone out of your way. And I'm really hoping I can go to this October meetup, because I really do want to meet all you guys there. You guys are awesome. So thank you for everyone in the cohort, the Discord, the pub. All you guys are huge supporters of me, and I'm trying to push through all this and stick with it, so that way I can stand there with you guys when we're all successful. So that'll be it for the personality. And like I said, that kind of goes with the product. So of course the personality includes John and Peter and all those guys too, for building that product. But I think the personality is really also another product, since they've given us a community to come together. And then finally would be service. And so that can also be onto that, but I didn't want to have 3 things all based on one thing, even though you can. But service, so when I was deployed from 2010 to 2011, I went, and this is when Newegg and online ordering, like Amazon ordering online, was pretty new at the time. They had Newegg's kind of online service where you can, I guess that's what Newegg is, but what I'm trying to say is, when I went and ordered kind of my first build your own PC, I had built PCs, but I've always gone to local shops like Fry's Electronics, Micro Center, stuff like that. But Newegg was the first time I ever tried to order a whole bunch of stuff. So in 2010, 2011, well, I guess it was 2011, when I had gotten back, or right before I had gotten back, a few months before I had gotten back, I had put in an order when I was overseas. And so I said, well, I'm coming home, so I want to have computer parts for when I get home, so I can build like a really top-notch, dedicated computer. I'd been deployed for like I don't know, a long time. So anyways, we had ordered all the parts, and I had gone and, put the computer together. And so one thing that you always need to do is when you get your products, you look up the serial numbers, you sit there, register, so you get the warranties. Well, I had a EVGA GTX 580, whatever top of the line model they had at the time. And so I had sat there and I was like, you know what? I love this card, and EVGA is really big on like, hey, just overclock it, play with it. We want you to have a great time with this card. We want you to push it to its limits. I was just like, cool, okay. Like, they don't care if you put aftermarket coolers on there. They don't care, if you send it in for an RMA, just put it back together, send it in, and you can RMA it. Well, I had an issue where I guess I had it for about 2.5 years, maybe almost 3 years at this point. I think it was when the 7 series first started rolling out. And so I was looking into getting a new card, but I didn't really have extra money, and nor did I really see a huge performance thing for upgrading. So I went ahead and, I was just playing with it. Had a new cooler on it, the Arctic Accelero X3, whatever it was. It was a huge cooler. I've got the part somewhere still. But the card that I had on there, they have ways you can glue on the heat sinks to the RAM, or they also have it where you can tape on. And if you glue it on, they're usually cement-like, and if I ever had to RMA it, I didn't want the glue to rip off the RAM chips like I had seen with the cement that people had been doing. So I used a really good adhesive tape that would stick that. So yeah, I wasn't too comfortable with tape, but I also didn't want to fully solidify my card. And I got to the point where, a few games were coming out, pushing the limits of a 580 a little bit. And I was overclocked since day one, but went ahead and started playing with extra voltage, started, really start testing out that card. Well, it had gotten so warm in there, and even though I would run the fan speeds at 100% with the Accelero, it was pretty quiet. It was almost like running 30% on a stock fan. And this card got really, really warm, and what happened was that tape, when it got that warm, had not melted, but had basically liquefied the adhesive again. And the little heatsink that was on the RAM hit the main heatsink part, and it was between that and a VRM, and it had arced. So I'm sitting there playing my game, and all of a sudden you just get pop like that, and you're like, oh, what the hell? So that had gone off, and it just, black screen. Oh no, my computer, what have I done? Something popped. So, I take it out, put in my temporary card at the time, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, well, at the time I didn't know what had happened. But I took it apart, saw that heatsink was there, saw where it arced through the heatsink, and was just like, crap. Well, EVGA is fine with that, right? Yeah, they're okay with that. Okay, so I'll write them an email. And I said, hey, I'd like to RMA my card. I've had it for about 2.5 years. And they said, awesome. What is the serial number? Did you ever register it? And I go, I thought I did. And I said, well, let's look. No, they couldn't find it anywhere. And so I was like, well, let me log into my account. So I had made an account. Never registered the card. Crap. It's been 2.5 years. So they were like, well, you have 90 days, after buying the card. I kind of went back and I was just like, well, why didn't I do that? Oh, well, I was still deployed at the time. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. If I do, that'll be great. If it doesn't, then that really sucks. But, I'll just buy a new card, even though I didn't really have the money for it. So what we did was I wrote them, said, hey, I was deployed at the time, ordered the parts, made an account, but of course I didn't have the part number. I know it's kind of 2.5 years, 3 years out, but if you can't cover it, no big deal. So they had sat there and they said, you know what, it's fine. Go ahead and send it in, and then we'll, send it back to you after we fix it. So I was like, all right, awesome. They're going to hold the warranty. Already a good experience. Well, they sent me an email saying, hey, we fixed your card. We're going to send it back to you now. I was like, awesome. And they were like, yeah, just little VRM went bad. No big deal. I was like, okay, cool. So they said, you should get it in about a week. Well, 2-3 days rolls by, and they said, you should have already got a tracking number for it. And I go, it was over like a Monday, Tuesday, I think Wednesday. So I was sitting there like, I'll wait another day or two. So I waited till that Friday, and they said, I don't have my tracking number yet. So I sent them an email Friday morning. Not even, like 2 hours later, had a guy write me back. He said, hey, so your card that you sent in was on the table to get shipped today, and it never did. It was on the wrong shelf. We apologize. And I said, no, it's no big deal. You guys have already tried to fix my card. So I'm already happy. I'm in no rush. I've got a backup card. No problem. So he said, don't worry. We're going to get it to you by the same time. We'll overnight do whatever we have to do. He said, don't even worry about it. You guys have already, agreed to fix my card. I said, no, we're going to overnight it. So don't worry, you'll get your card tomorrow. I was like, it's really not that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal. Like, I've got a backup card. All's good. So, the next day comes by, and I get a box. And of course, it says EVGA on it, on the little placard. And so I was like, cool, my card's here. They overnighted it. And when I had looked through my tracking number, and they wrote me, they said, hey, we had so-and-so go down and drop it off at FedEx for you, so that way, it would get there. We wanted to make sure it was going to get there, so we had it overnighted to be on your doorstep before noon on, I think, Saturday is what it was. Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I guess it's Saturday. And so I was like, awesome. You guys you didn't have to do that. You really didn't have to do that. So now, not only am I getting my card fixed, before it's even, one, I'm getting it fixed. That's awesome. I haven't registered it. I'm getting it fixed under warranty. No cost to me at all. 2, I get it overnighted, which is before I'm even supposed to get the card, which was supposed to come a few days later, technically. And so then I took the box, cut it open. After I cut it open, I'm looking inside, and they've got all the little stuffing and stuff in there, the paper, and I'm just throwing it all over. It's Christmas Day. I'm just happy to get my 580 back. Well, pull out a box. I was like, crap, this isn't my card. But you know what it is? It's the new card. Well, but it's not my card. They must have shipped me the wrong box. I don't want to have somebody else do that.
So I sent him an email and I said, hey, I got my card today. Thank you for overnighting it. That was awesome. You guys sent me the wrong card. And they're sitting there like, no, we didn't. I was like, yeah, I sent in a 580 and you guys sent me a 670, which was like the For the Win edition 670, something like that. So a lot better card than I had, newer generation, less power, like has more processing power, uses less power, so it's more efficient. And I was like, yeah, you guys said you were sending me my 580 back. And so they're sitting there like, no, we felt bad because your card got stuck on the shelf. I was like, what do you mean you felt bad? They're like, well, we wanted to send you your card, make sure you got it, and, we felt really bad. And I was like, what are you talking about, dude? You're fixing my card. I'm already happy. That's all I need. And then you overnighted me my card. That's all I wanted. Like, I didn't even want that, but you guys did it. Well, we felt really bad. And we love you as a customer. And, we wanted to do this for you. I was like, so you're telling me I didn't register my card. You fixed it under warranty. I got my card overnighted to me. And then when I open up the box, I find out that you've upgraded me to a better card. Where am I missing the part that I was the one that messed up? I forgot to do everything, and why am I getting what are you guys doing? And they're like, no, we really want to make this right, and we really, had issues like that. We support you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for everything. And I was just like, guys, all I wanted was to know a yes or no question. Would you fix my card? And they went out of their way. So yes, I am shilling EVGA, but I don't think any other company has as good of customer service as EVGA. Not to say that, of course, I'm always going to continue to buy from them because of their customer service, but I've also been buying their cards for 11 years now. So I think my very first EVGA card was a 7900 GTX back in the day. So I think that was probably about 2006, 2005, 2006-ish. So that was like my first real big card, dedicated card like that. And then, yeah, ever since then I've, upgraded every generation. So they've been outstanding company. Their products always reliable. And they're, like I said, their customer service, they went way above and beyond than they ever needed to. So that to me is just worth, sticking with the company, because not very many companies, well, there's a few out there, but very few are going to go that much beyond, especially since they don't have to. I'm not saying, hey, tell them that you didn't do this and you're guaranteed to get a card upgrade. No. But, apparently they thought they were not providing good enough service, and after telling them multiple times of, your service is fantastic, I love your service, I am already a fanboy for life, I've been buying your cards for 11 years now. What more do you want? All I want is to let you know how happy I am, how dedicated I am to your product and, you know, your company. And yet you still sit there and go, but wait, there's more, you know, or something. I don't know. It's crazy. But it is what it is. And I've still got that 670. I've still got my 7900 GTX too. It's taken apart in my little computer cabinet tray box thing. So maybe I'll pull those out one day. Do a little story about those. But yeah. So I'm going to wrap it up because I'm sure it's like 18 to 20 minutes long now. I really hope it recorded this time because the last time you'll see the little cut in the middle, but it had stopped recording my phone, but the audio was continuing. So I'm not too sure what happened there. I think it might have been something with the software update and going in between my camera and my little gimbal app here. So I don't know if something caused that. But if you think my talking is improved or sucks even worse or somewhere still in the middle, please leave me a comment. You know, I'm always looking for feedback. I want to know how I'm improving, if I'm improving. I know I'm improving. I can tell I'm improving. But I want to get out to the masses and say, hey, tell me I suck. Tell me what I need to work on. Tell me what you think. Just tell me what's on your mind. When you watch me, tell me, you know, what you want to see. Tell me how I am. Now I'm just saying, tell me. Just tell me. Anyways, yes, please comment. I'm always down for feedback. I love it. You know, drop a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I want to take you on my journey so you can see how I evolve. And maybe if you're looking into starting your own YouTube channel and you want to see somebody go through the progress and then say, that dude sucked, but now he's okay. Not good, but okay. Maybe that'll push you to do your own endeavor. Maybe you'll be part of beta class and I'll be able to help you. I don't know. But anyways, gotta do some chilling for this yen.io alpha class. It's been a really busy week and it's been very, very, very busy and trying to find time to do all this. So yes, it is Wednesday night right now and I'm trying to get all of this done so I can try to edit it either tonight or tomorrow, get it posted, because I'm tired of waiting. Like, I don't want to wait till the last minute. And I'm trying to record other videos right now and do a new series, do another project, which is actually why I've been gone. So I'll get more onto that in another video. But I'm going to let you guys go tonight and have wonderful dreams. I'm going to go take a shower because it is really hot in this garage. And yeah. So, sorry I don't have the dogs. The dogs are inside. They like to run around and bark, and my wife is, you know, on the computer, so it's quieter in the garage. That's why Peter does it. His garage looks nicer though. Alright, later guys.